Hey everybody, what's up? I am back. So welcome. Come on in. Super excited to be chatting with you guys again today. Oh, this lighting is really good, but let me sit back so maybe that'll help. So anyway, I hope that everyone is doing well today. I am just gonna go ahead and just share this video out really quickly over on my Facebook page, and then I'm gonna get right started. So welcome to those of you who are already joining me live. I would like for you guys to say hello, say what's up, so I know that you are here with me. And let me give a quick shout out to those of you that are going to be catching the replay. Hello to you all as well. And don't forget to leave a comment saying hello and what's up so that I know that you were here with me. So let me just share this really quickly. So I'm super excited about today's topic and gonna get right into it. Here we go. Share to... Oh Lord, what did I do? This happens every single time, but it's cool. Gotta have some type of patience when you're doing these things, right? So let's see. Let's do this. Come on, perfect. Posting. All right, perfect. So welcome back to another edition of Who Styles You. I'm just trying to figure out where I need to be for this other lighting. And today we're talking about whether or not you are one outfit away from, you know, your next level. And this topic came to me yesterday. I took my daughter to her appointment, and I love her pediatrician here. She is so smart. She's intelligent. She is, you know, a really great doctor. Maybe if I come in some, let's see if that'll help. I don't know. Is that better? It just seems like something is up with the lighting. One second, guys. Let me close the windows in my office. Maybe that'll take away from some of this excess light, because it is just, whew, tell you. Let's see. That's better on Facebook. Periscope, you guys are looking good. But Facebook, good gracious. It is just like, what is going on, honey? Let's try that. Okay, that's better. That's just gonna have to do, because I don't have time to keep trying to figure that out. Okay, so anywho, as I was saying, my doctor, my pediatrician, she is awesome. She is amazing. I love her. She's smart, and she knows her job very well. And yesterday, it just like, you know, when I first met her, her appearance just kind of really just did me in. And, you know, I'm just like, man, you know, you have this young black woman professional, and it's like, man, you know, I'm just curious, like, being that I always think about as an entrepreneur how we are always constantly marketing and things of that sort, you know, I'm just always curious, like when she's out and, you know, out and about outside of her office, and when she's like running into people and meeting people, you know, and she's mentioning that she's a doctor, you know, I'm just curious as to what her response is, you know, going through that, because I'm just like, if I was out and I met her somewhere, like, I wouldn't think that she was a doctor. I just wouldn't think that she was, you know? And so I'm sorry, Periscope, somehow, some way you guys got cut off. So I was just telling Facebook how I had brought my daughter to her appointment, and I really love her doctor. And, you know, being an entrepreneur, I'm just always thinking that as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, you, to me, are never not marketing, right? Because ultimately, as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, you know, people buy you before they buy your products or your service. You know what I'm saying? We have to really get to an understanding that we are all very visual creatures. And so we can't help but to look at each other and notice the things that we notice, you know. And what do you notice when you look at someone? You notice their appearance. You notice the way that their hair is styled. You notice their clothes. You notice everything about them, right, on the outside. before you're able really to have a conversation with them to learn more about who they are on the inside. We cannot help it. I know there's that thing, oh, you shouldn't judge a book by its cover. But again, it's just something that's so natural. We really underestimate how natural it is when we're looking at one another, right? And so I was just thinking, like, what happens when she's out and about outside of her office, when she's not in her professional setting, servicing clients, patients? What when someone asks what she does for a living, I'm just like, I'm like, oh my goodness, because I wouldn't think that she was a doctor, right? And so I just kind of thought about that last night and just some other things that are going on. We're coming to the close of 2018, moving into 2019. And, a lot of people are trying to get to the next level. You know what I'm saying? Whatever that may be. And I just feel like a lot of you guys are not getting to the next level because you are not dressing like the next level, right? So the question is, are you one outfit away from the next level, right? Are you just one outfit away from transitioning your whole life, right? Transitioning everything around you, everything that you ever wanted and desired. Is it because you are not looking the part? Is it because you are not dressing the part and or carrying yourself in a way that, warrants that? And I've used this story before, where I spoke about, prior to me becoming a full-time stylist, I worked in healthcare, and I used to have to wear scrubs to work. And one of the things that I used to think about when I used to be out and about is like, dang, or if I met someone while I was at work, I was very hesitant to network with them, because in my mind, I know how important it is when you have a first impression of someone. And so I never really wanted to network. And I would come across some really heavy hitters. I would come across some great people that I knew that could essentially take me and my business to the next level. But in my mind, I was so focused on my appearance because I knew that it mattered. And I tried a few times to say, oh, well, I'm a stylist and and hand my business card out. And, it wasn't the same response that I get now, that when I'm already dressed, when I'm already looking the part, and people are meeting me for the first time. It's two different responses. And so, it's just that thing of like, dang, I really want to network with people that I was running into at my job at the time. Or if I was out on lunch somewhere and I had my scrubs on or whatever like that, I just was always thinking like, dang, it's all these missed opportunities because I'm dressed in scrubs, and there's no way that I could tell someone or feel comfortable telling someone that I was a personal stylist and that I owned an image consulting firm, that I helped women to take control of their style, that I provide one-on-one styling services, that I do closet organization and personal shopping. I never felt comfortable and I never felt confident sharing my business with people when I was working, when I was dressed in scrubs. It was only when I was dressed in regular clothes that I felt comfortable and I felt very confident, and I was actually received or taken seriously, right? And so this is why it's very important for you to begin to sit back and think like, yo, am I really an outfit away from my next level? Again, it could be a promotion on your job. You know what I'm saying? You want to go from, working in one position, but this other position is going to take you to the next level. It's going to take your paycheck to the next level, but you're sitting there saying to yourself, no, I don't want to switch up anything. I'm just going to wait until I get the position. Listen, no, you have to dress as if you were already in that position. You need to begin to dress as if, I can already see think about it like this. How would you dress if you had that position? How would you want to look if you were that manager, if you were that executive, if you were that supervisor, if you were that business owner, if you were just whatever it is that your heart desires to do, whatever it is that your next level is, how would you dress for it? And you need to start now, period. So what I used to do is I would carry extra clothes with me, because as soon as I was clocked out from work, I would go in the bathroom and I would leave. I wouldn't even leave the job and go do anything else. It got to a point where I stopped going to my son's school in my uniform. It got to a point where I stopped going to the grocery store after work in my uniform. It got to a point where it was just like the only place that you could see me in scrubs was at the job. And closer to the end of, transitioning into being a full-time entrepreneur, the job that I worked at, I remember this like it was yesterday. I had the option to either wear scrubs or wear khakis with the polo. I chose to wear khakis with the polo because when I would leave work or whatever have you, I could cover up the polo. I could cover up the logo, that was represented that company, and people wouldn't know, who the heck I worked for. Because I'm going to keep it real. Like, I do now have my own company polo shirt, and I like to wear that when I go do closet organizations and things like that. Just because I still want to look professional. I still want to look polished. However, I don't want to be kind of like in my clothes while I'm hunting through clothing and doing closet organizations and things like that. But I do want to be professional because I remember a time when I was doing a closet organization and I didn't have an assistant that day. I had to run out to a store and grab some more supplies. And again, I'm out and in the store where my potential client or customer could be. So I have to always kind of remember that. So kind of dressing tutu down and tutu casual, like sweatpants or something like that during a closet organization, it just wouldn't work. So anywho, I remember choosing to specifically wear the polo with the khakis because I could cover it up. So you really didn't know what I did unless, again, we had a conversation, but you couldn't tell based off my outside appearance, right? And there was another point, too, where I started to get up earlier. I started to apply a little bit of makeup. I started to, instead of throwing my hair in a ponytail, I just started to do things to make sure that no matter where I was, no matter what I was doing, that I was looking the part, right? Because my desire was to be a full-time entrepreneur. But at the time, I was still working my job. And I just wasn't about to let that get in the way, right? And it paid off because I remember one day while I was working, you guys know my baby. She's always making her little cameos in the videos. I remember one day while I was working, and the crazy thing was this patient came in, and he just so happened to be one of the top executives at Saks Fifth. Like, what do you know? Like, it was like perfect. And so I felt so comfortable and confident with him, like sharing my business. Honey, we exchanged phone numbers. I still have that man's contact information to this day. And so, again, stop shooting yourself in the foot and saying, okay, I want this promotion, but I'm not going to dress for it. No, dress for it because you're going to get your counterparts' attention. You are going to get the higher ups' attention. You are going to get the people's attention that can put you in that position. I have seen people go from 0 to 1,000 over and over and over and over again by just shifting their wardrobe, by just shifting the way that they dress. They change so many different things in your life. One of the main things is their self-esteem. So are you one outfit away from increasing your self-esteem and feeling better about yourself? Again, I'll use another personal testimony of mine. I had my baby, my first child, when I was in high school. I used to dress like a complete tomboy. And I remember going through my first makeover. And it was like, what? Like, it was like one of the best feelings in the world. A lot of you guys are so stuck in your way. You are so stuck in the way that you look and the way that you dress is habitual to you because that's what you think looks good on you. And side note, one of the reasons why you have to seek out help other than yourself is because the same eyes that you are using right now to dress yourself is the same eyes that you're going to continue to use. And there's this saying out here somewhere, or I don't know, it could be like an old wives' tale or something like that, that nobody sees you the way other people see you. You don't see yourself the way other people see you. You've been looking at yourself your whole entire life. And while many of you will probably sit back and say, but Valencia, yeah, I mean, who else knows me but me? No. you need to get a new set of eyes on you. You need to get a fresh set of eyes on you, right? And so that's why it's important to step outside yourself and allow someone else to help you. And so again, you could be one outfit away from increasing your own self-esteem. Self-esteem and self-confidence, when that thing is on a level up here, you're going to operate on a level up here. If your self-esteem is down here, you're going to operate down here. You know what I'm saying? That's why, like, when you get up and you put on your best clothing and you're looking good and you feeling good, that, again, that energy and everything transcends out. You cannot help but to feel like, yo, listen, I'm about to kill him. Like, you just have, it's just something about that. It's almost like when your birthday comes around and you picking out, you know, you got everything together for your birthday. You're like, yo, I'm going to kill him tonight. It doesn't matter where you're going. You could just be around your friends, your family. It don't got to have nothing to do with the club scene, but you just have that oomph about yourself, like, I'm all of that, honey. Like, you can't stay out the mirror. You can't stop taking pics. Like, you just really, 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 really feel good about yourself. And it's like, that will take you to the next level. And clothing makes the difference with that. Right? So, what about, what's one of the other things? What about if you're one outfit away from meeting your spouse? Listen, you could be the most sweetest. You could have all the qualities in the world. Seriously. But when you out here in these dating streets, meaning you're out here dating people, meeting people and stuff like that, if you are not looking good and looking decent, and I ain't talking about weight. I ain't saying you got to be so slim and trim and on point and all of this stuff. But you guys know what I'm talking about. If you are not out here looking good, again, if we are visual people, visual creatures, we cannot help but to look and to stare at one another. And to be honest, you want your future spouse to stare. You want to catch their attention even after you get them as boyfriend and girlfriend, even after you get them after getting married. You want them to stare. Perfect example. My husband and I had a date night a couple nights ago. Honey, I didn't know. I kind of had an idea where we was going, but I'm coming out stepping because listen, I need you to remember, okay? So you cannot get caught playing around. So are you one outfit away from, you know, getting your spouse, right? Again, it goes along with the thought of, yes, you want to look good, you want to feel good to get that spouse, but then again, you want to have that self-confidence about you, because if you're not feeling good about you, if you're not happy, how do you expect anybody else around you to be happy? It's not going to work. It's just not going to happen. What about a business deal? Are you one outfit away from a major business deal, a business deal that could change your life, but you are here playing around because you don't want to take the necessary steps to up your wardrobe game, to up your hair, whatever it is that you got to do. And no, it's not about looking like me. It's not about looking like anybody else. It's just about pulling out more of that's inside of you. Don't suppress your image to be, you know what I'm saying, because you worried about what everybody else going to think. So what? You need to look good and feel good about yourself every day of the week. I don't care. You know, I was just thinking the other day, like, you know, my birthday's coming up, and, you know, many of you can relate. Whenever it is, it's something about a birthday, or, you know, like along with the holiday season coming, and, you know, you're trying to think, oh, I got this company holiday party to go to, or in my case, oh, my birthday's coming up. You just start thinking about, you put so much energy and effort into trying to figure out what you want to wear. But I'm trying to figure out why we don't do this every single day of our lives. Why are we not doing this every day? Why is it that it's only, you know, for our birthday or for a special occasion? Every day of your life is a special occasion, in my opinion. That's how you should be treating it. I feel like if people walked around with that type of attitude, we'll be in a whole different world. Right there, just from that. So it's like, what are the things that you want, but your wardrobe is holding you back? Right? What are the things that you want? Seriously. And I'm not sitting here saying you got to spend tens and thousands of dollars. It could be just little things that you have to tweak. Little things that you need to just do a little bit more of. or even a little less. Because some people, you know, you're doing too much, and it's just you somewhere else. I don't even know where you at. I can't even figure that out right now. But you know, it's like you somewhere like you supposed to be. I don't even know. I can't even think of that right now. But you know, again, I want you guys to really start to think about where you are right now. If you're trying to get that promotion, if you're trying to get that spouse, if you're trying to increase your own self-love and self-esteem and stuff like that, if you could be trying to get that next business deal, again, make sure you start to show up like you already have that stuff in your possession, because what you're going to do is you're going to attract it to you. When you get out here and you looking fine and you looking good and people turn their heads, so what? Guess what? You're going to turn the right heads too. It's not just going to be the wrong heads turning and looking at you and sneering up like, oh, who she thinks she is looking cute? I think I'm me looking cute. Who are you? I mean, who are you? Because this is how I want to look. This is how I want to be. I think that like it all depends on where you live at. Like I love Paris fashion. Oh my God. I love like the street fashion. Let me tell you something. Them people over there don't play the radio with you. They are stepping out the house. Them women, I don't care if them women got on sneakers. They still look good from head to toe. I don't know what it is about them over there, but if they have on a pair of sneakers, honey, they looking good. And so, again, I don't care where you live at. We have to start to just invest in ourselves and in our image, because I'm telling you right now, you cannot go out the house naked. So you might as well get over it. You might as well get over whatever the thoughts is about, you know, if I wear this, they're going to think. Let them think what they want to think. You know inside that you're a good person. You know that you mean well. You know that you're not shallow. You know that their clothes don't really make you, but they help bring out the best in you to a certain degree, right? One of the other things too I want to touch on while I'm here that it just came to my mind is like, how many of you like, okay, I make sure my kids look good. I make sure my kids look good. My kids got to look good, but I don't care how I look. Let me tell you something. Do you know how crazy that sounds? Because you are, just as well as your children are a representation of you, you are a representation of your children. That's crazy. That is crazy to think like, oh, as long as my kids are straight, then I'm whatever. No, you have to carry on and make sure that you look good as well, because you are a representation of your family. You're a mom or you're a dad or whatever it is that you are. So why is it that, oh, the kids got to look good, but I'm just going to look raggedy as hell? No, we have to stop. That's something in the mind. We have to cut that out. We got to cut that out. Like, we cannot keep thinking like, as long as my kids look good, I'm straight. I mean, don't get me twisted. I don't like for mothers or fathers or parents to look good and their kids look like trash. But I don't think that it's fair that as a mom that you don't want to make sure you look good too. You have to make sure you look good too, because you represent your child. Now, what happens if your child looking good and you're not with your child and something go down and you pull up to the school or you pulling up somewhere, you like, oh, I'm such and such mom. They're going to be saying, who, what? Most of the time, they can't even remember your child. They don't even remember your child because there's so many kids running around. And it don't even got to be that your child got in trouble. You could be going to a PTO meeting. You could be going to a game, anything. They are not really going to remember your child initially. But guess what? They're going to remember you. And now you done pulled up to the school looking crazy. No. We cannot keep doing that. So again, it is very important for us to start to just think about how we want to represent ourselves through our clothes, because you are representing you first and foremost. And if you are a parent of some sort, you're representing that. If you are married, you're representing all of that. If you're a business owner, you're representing your business. You know what I'm saying? Like, I literally cannot get caught out the house looking crazy. And it's crazy. Let me tell you something. It must be Murphy's Law. Have you ever noticed, like, when you say to yourself, I'm just going to run to the store real quick, I'll be right back. And you run into somebody that you haven't seen and you like, damn, I know I should have got dressed. Because I never thought that I would run into such and such. I ain't seen him or her in 15 years and they see me and I'm looking all type of crazy. It never fails. And I've seen situations where you run into someone that could ultimately put you in a different position or put you in the next level you want to get into. I mean, again, I've been there. Like I said, before I started, styling full time and I used to work in the medical field, I would be out court telling you like, dang, I wish I wasn't in my scrubs because I could have shared my business with this person or I could have shared my business with that person. And you know what? It took for me to get sick and tired of missing opportunities. Because that's what I started to calculate them up in my mind as, yo, I'm missing an opportunity. Clients are all over the place. Clients are everywhere. And I'm coming out here not looking how I need to look. Again, I'm not trying to look like anybody else. I want to look like me. Like right now. This is me. You could tell. This is me. Right? Some people are like, oh, what's a stylist? Oh, like I meet a lot of people all the time. They're like, oh, you would never think that you were into fashion. And it doesn't have anything to do with how I'm dressed. They don't think that I don't dress right. It's just like, they're like, wow, you're not stuck up. You're very cool. You're down to earth. You're laid back. Like talking to you was like talking to, one of my homegirls and da-da-da, whatever the case may be. Right? So it's like, I had to get to a place where I got tired of missing opportunities because I was wearing my scrubs or something like that. So I had to say, okay, what you gonna do? You got one or two options. Either you're gonna keep missing opportunities or you're gonna figure something out. And what I did was, like I said earlier in the video, was I started to carry a bag in my trunk with clothes. And every day, I'm telling you, when I would punch out of work and my coworkers would be looking at me like, why she always go to the back? I would come out looking like a whole nother person. Because it was that serious. Because I was trying to get to my next level. I was trying to come up out of the job. It was like, listen, this is do or die. Either I'm going to keep coming here punching this clock, or I'm going to figure something else out so that I can get to my next level. And I was at that place where I was outfits, you know what I'm saying, away from my next level. Because I didn't take the initiative to say, well, yes, this is what I do during the day for now. But when I stroll up out of here, when I punch out of here, I need to change my clothes. Because I don't know who I'm going to run into. And back then, I used to have an advertisement on my car. I used to have a car magnet that said, share my business. So again, if you pulling up on the side of me and I got on scrubs and stuff like that, you're like, okay, I'm confused. So is this her car or is she, I could never pitch myself. I could never share my business and what I was doing because I didn't look the part. My outfit wasn't matching where I wanted to be and what I wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? So I had to start to change that. I had to say, okay, you know what? This is what we're going to do. When I get off of work, I'm going to change my clothes in the bathroom. I don't care where I'm going. I don't care what's happening because it just seems like every time I turn around, I'm running into someone. I'm running into a potential client. I'm running into a potential business relationship, something. So I had to get to that place. I had to get on YouTube and learn how to apply light makeup because I never wore makeup, right? So like today I'm wearing a bold lip, but like at work I wouldn't do that. I would just put on some little gloss, whatever the case may be. But I had to get to that place, guys, in my mind to say, you know what? I'm tired of being at this place of I'm one outfit away from my next level. And my next level for me was being a full-time entrepreneur. And even though I didn't have it in my hand at that time, I changed the way that I dressed and I started to attract clients and connecting with people. Like I told you guys, I connected with one of the VPs of Saks and I just started meeting all types of people. Like it was just crazy how it was happening. And I felt more confident. I felt, like, all right, I can share my business because my outside matched whatever it was that I was saying. So if you're trying to get a promotion, if you're trying to get your spouse, if you're trying to get this business deal, whatever it is, you guys got to stay ready so you don't have to get ready. I preach that over and over and over and over again. Stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Period. I don't care what you say, what you think. That one time that you think, oh, I'm just going to run to the store, run to Walmart, I'm coming right back. It ain't nothing. I can guarantee you, I can bet you right now that you're going to wish that you didn't just run out the house. You're going to wish that you did what you needed to do. You're going to wish. I can guarantee you guys. So it's very important that we, we begin to shift that. You begin to just, to me, your clothes is like a billboard. I always used to say, like, you are a walking billboard. You are a walking billboard. And it's like, what are you advertising? When you get dressed every day, what are you advertising, right? So when you start to think like that, you're going to say, okay, yeah, shoot, I got to make sure, I got to make sure I'm on point. I got to stop. Like, stop sleeping on the power of your image. Stop sleeping on how important it is to make sure you are looking good, you guys. Listen, and again, it just keeps coming to me. It's really more important. It's more about you. Today, I'll give you another personal example. I work from home most of the time. And today was one of the days like, man, I don't really feel like I can get up and I can come downstairs and walk right into my office and do what I got to do if I don't have a client to go to or whatever the case may be. Guys, I had to get up and get dressed. This was like, my husband was like, where you going? Like, you ain't got nothing. Like, I'm like, because that's what clothing can do for you. It can literally take you from feeling like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to, like, oh, okay, bam. Let me get up. Let me get moving. But that's why I encourage anybody, even if you work from home, I encourage you to get up and get dressed as if you are going out to your office every day. Get up and get yourself dressed. That's how important it is. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to hold you guys long. I just wanted to hop up here and I just wanted to, get you guys to think in a different way about where you are right now with your current style, with your current wardrobe. And if you could possibly be one outfit away from your next level, whatever that next level may be. Again, if you're looking for a promotion on your job, don't wait to get the promotion. Dress as if you already had the promotion so that it can come to you. You know what I'm saying? If you want to get married, listen, dress as if you were going to run into your spouse. Because again, as I mentioned, even after you get with your spouse, you want them to stay looking at you at all times. You want to keep their attention and their eyes on you. So you need to be looking good at all times. I'm not saying that they ain't supposed to see you jacked up, because that's a lie. But I'm just saying, you know what I mean? So do not sleep on the power of your image. Do not sleep on the power of clothes in your wardrobe and how important it is and how it can really boost you into the next level. You know what I'm saying? So thank you guys for tuning in. You guys know to share out the video. Do not be stingy. And I really appreciate you guys that tuned in live. Again, another shout out to those of you that are going to be catching this replay. And as always, ladies, if you're ready to enhance your style with a personal make-me-over, with a closet organization, or a VIP style takeover, schedule a call with me. I will have all of the information in the comment section so that you can schedule a style session with me so that we can get started and figure out how to get you from where you are, get your style goals together, and get you to the next level, because that's what it's all about. We're closing out 2018, going into 2019 with a bang, and I definitely don't want your wardrobe to be the reason why you get left behind. So I will see you guys soon. Enjoy the rest of your day.